Hi, and welcome to my very first process video. This is my art that I called Vegetable Celebration. That was it. I used National Geographic magazine here and cut it out and pasted it down with just some regular old glue stick. Nothing special here. Here I am putting it down and getting ready for the next step, which is gesso from Deco Art Media. Not sure if I like this stuff yet or not. Still playing around with it. And then this is me putting it down, trying to cover up the excess background to highlight the chocolate and the vegetable. Getting the edges there, getting close. And there you go, you can see it. Now I'm going to add some watercolor to the background. These are my watercolor papers. Not sure if I like them. Some of them were duds, like they didn't work like they're supposed to. They're the Peerless watercolor papers. But they were a really close match to the background original colors, so start with a nice wash here. And then I go to dry it and I hit the high button, not the low button. But you know, whatever. I just built off of it. It's also where I realized that the brown was quite yellow. Not quite the right brown, but it worked. It just built up, got darker around the edges so it flowed into the chocolate. Did that over and over and turned out like a marbly pattern I liked. And then I did the same thing with the pink. Get it darker around the edges so it matches that pink background from the picture. Some more darkness. So now I'm moving on to these little 3D pieces that I like to put on there. They're just cutouts from my Cricut. And I decided to use strips from the paper so it'd be the same color. And then cut over that. So here I'm applying it, making sure there's lots of glue. I liked how this looked actually. Too bad I didn't use bigger pieces because the effect really kind of got lost on the size of the pieces that I did make. Let it go, put it down, and then when it was done, I didn't cut deep enough. So that meant that I had to use the scissors. So I fussy cutted them down to the size they needed to be. Now I'm going to use this pencil, the Faber-Castell pencil, to sketch in where I want my Zentangle. I thought this was an appropriate one because it kind of looked like, almost like confetti coming out. And then as I'm drawing the lines, I'm using the triangles to do the break off point. And then then you'll see I'll fill those in with the green color to kind of bring the green out. It worked out actually pretty well. One of the things that did work. And then I use my Rotring, I think that's how you say it. Rotring, I don't know, pens, which I absolutely love, to ink over the pencil marks. These pens are a bit of a nuisance to keep clean and working, but they are wonderful working. They're smooth, get precise lines. I love them. There you go, you can see a little close-up of it now. Yay! I actually really liked that. So here I am putting the triangles down, a glue stick. See where I added them. Now I'm gonna move on to covering up the watercolor. Oh, never mind. I was fine-tuning the black marks around the triangles, which, by the way, is a complete waste of time. Because I ended up doing this again. I should have just waited. So now I'm going to use watercolors to fill in the green spots. But I decided to cover it with gesso first and blend it in with some green, which didn't work. But the problem here was it soaked up the watercolor from underneath. And I think next time when I do it, I will definitely lift the watercolor off the image and then apply the gesso. Because you can see really in that bottom pink one, it just, oof, the pink just went through. So I did a few layers in the hopes of getting whiter. And it worked okay. But then when I went to go put the watercolor on, it was lifting the pink in and making the green kind of muddy. So I lift the excess watercolor, pink watercolor off. You can see me doing that there, and then putting the green back over. I actually liked how this turned out. It gave a good texture and a lift to it. So it kind of matches the triangles. Now I'm touching up the edges of the cardstock because it was white. Now it's pink. And see, there I am, touching up the black lines again. I will remember next time to wait till the end and then touch up the black lines. And then there you go, you could see it better now. Now, what I should have done is left it here. Should not have continued. I mean, the next step does add a bit of dimension to it, but I end up smearing and then it just bugs me. So, you'll see. I use charcoal. Love charcoal, but I am so bad at smearing things. It's not even funny. So here I am, getting rid of the old stuff off of my smudge stick. And then planning out what I'm going to do. Try smudging the charcoal on the magazine paper, didn't work. Then I tried the pencil, just scraped it. So I went to using acrylic. Well, tempera paint. Somebody gave me that. It's just like random leftover stuff from somebody's school project. But I'm adding some shadows with it where the charcoal wouldn't work. And then I start using the charcoal over where the watercolor is, because that worked. And it's going smoothly. I like to wipe off the excess off onto the paper so that I didn't get too dark of shadows. I don't really want dark. And I brought the white paper in thinking, oh, this will help me not smudge. But where I failed is when I got rid of it. See, here it comes. The smudge is about to happen. And I get paint and charcoal smudge. See, in we go, and now it's there. You can see like a really good black dot at the top there. And I didn't even notice it until about here. And I'm like, crap. So here I am trying to lift it and fix it, and didn't really work. So then I went and added my more pink watercolor, which helped a little. And then I started to add watercolor to make a background leaf so it looked like the Zentangle was coming out of the center of the vegetable, but the watercolors didn't work. Then the micron pens didn't work. So then I went to more acrylic. And it worked really well. I liked it. And then I used a little more yellow around the edges to bring out the front leaf a little better. Because it was already there, it just needed a little more oomph. And there you go. The finished piece. Not bad. And then I have it without the white background scrap paper. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. Bye.